York Giants.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Okay, here we go. Hey, triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Giants at 2-14 in what's been a tough year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. The man in motion is Brown. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is to go back out on the field. A calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Rita. Hey, let's go get one. Let's go get one.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They run again with Breida. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 33 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Giants 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Why shift the crew?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd of the yard.
Here we go.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, 60 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big A-Shot Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Hurts going to move him around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Smith to the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation,
They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tiger swarm, Tiger swarm. Hey.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jones. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
York able to send this one through,
and that will close the gap down to 14.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 55 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting...
And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go Silver, ready?
Now back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory.
Okay, here we go.
With a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Flick right, flick right, flick right.
They go counter with Breida. 143 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And
there goes Sterling Shepard. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that